This is INCRadio DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesianicristo.
Morning, good evening, and good afternoon, wherever you are tuning in right now. Thank you so much for being here with us on INCRadio New York. I am your host for today's episode, along with Sister Abby. Hi, good morning, Sister Abby. How are you doing?
Good morning, Sister Mika. I am doing fine. I'm doing well on this actually kind of warm autumn or fall day. It's nice. I actually took an earlier walk. So it was just nice to like kind of enjoy it before it gets even colder.
I know it's that nice like middle where it's not hot, but it's not like cold yet. We love it. Now, so looking back on our school days, right? We remember both the good and the bad. Then we remember those who made a big impact on our lives, right? And you know, there's usually those few teachers that stood out to us, right? That have really made an impact on our lives and have really given us like um, good feedback or inspired us to be better. So today we're going to remember and share who those favorite teachers are and what has made them so special. Okay, so for those in our YouTube live chat, please share your memory of your favorite teacher. So I'm sure we've had those at least once in our life, right? It could be right, teacher in school, right? Teacher in life, right? We have different types of educators out there. So yeah, we'll share that with you as we go through our broadcast today. But before that, I know Sister Abby has some fun facts for us for teachers. Let's see them.
So we'll ask the people or the brethren that are in our YouTube live chat for the first question to see your knowledge or learn about fun facts about teachers. What percentage of teachers are female? So think about that while we go on with our discussion. And, you know, as what we've been doing in previous shows, we'll kind of inject some fun facts about education or our educators and teachers throughout the show. So again, what percentage of teachers are female?
Right. Oh, I just wanted to shout out Brother Carson. He's watching. He watches every week. And he
Aww.
says, "Hi, Tita Mika. You're my favorite CWS teacher." All right. I'm not going to cry. Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Close, Sister Mariah. Close.
Yes. Almost there.
Just a little bit more.
Just a touch. So, Sister Mika, who was your favorite teacher and why?
Who was my favorite teacher? Oh, I don't know. Although I've had I've had a good amount of good teachers growing up. One of my favorite teachers was my physics teacher when I was in high school. She's great. She was a younger teacher. So she, like, you can relate to her, and she taught very well. I enjoyed physics very much. It was one of my favorite subjects when I was in high school. And yeah, like she would joke around with us, like talk to us about how we were feeling. And she was like a friend, like an older sibling.
Mm.
Um, and a plus that she's our teacher. Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
why. Do you have a favorite teacher, Sister Abby?
Um, I've been away from school for a long time, like just like a classroom setting.
I
Uh,
know. That's why I was like,
I'm
what?
like,
I don't
who?
remember anyone.
Like, I just remember probably some of my high school teachers that actually took the time to sit down with me and go over things that I was struggling with, especially um, in like my English classes, because wasn't a very good writer. Like, I always struggled with writing papers and essays and stuff like that. So there were a handful of my English teachers back in high school that um, asked me to stay behind, even though you don't want to stay behind. But they actually tried to not tried, but they worked with me to make me a better writer, and gave me the resources to like say, go to the writing center or do this, and like really try to improve my writing skills. So I like back then I didn't really understand it, but looking back, it showed how much they actually want their students to succeed, and they saw the potential in their students to improve. And those are like the special teachers that you don't realize till after the fact, and how they want their students to succeed. I do remember when I was in college and was taking a course, and some techniques or some things about analyzing like a poem, I think it was, I applied when I learned from my freshman English teacher. And I was fortunate able to see him randomly. And I said, what you taught me in freshman year of high school, I was able to apply it in my English class in college. So I was like, oh, so you actually, things you learned in high school or whatnot can be applied in like other aspects of your life. So that was kind of interesting to look back.
Oh, that's so nice. All right. So we have an answer which is a little bit closer
Hmm.
to the right answer from Brother Nico Vidad. He said 75% of teachers are females. Is that right, Sister Abby? Or do we give them one more chance? Or should we just say the answer
I think
now?
we can give it to him. It's close enough. It's close enough. So it's actually 77% of it. So it's pretty high as we kind of look back. Like, most of the educators or teachers are female, and usually, sometimes it's because they have that nurturing, personality, and wanting to like teach or help younger people or children. So yeah, close enough. I mean, 75.2% off, but it's pretty close enough. Our next question, or to learn a fun fact, is about how many teachers are in the United States from grades kindergarten to 12th grade. So think about that.
Overestimate, because there's a lot of them.
Yeah. Yes. Even though like we know that there's a teacher shortage, but you have to kind of think like what's the US population, how many children K through 12, and then kind of probably think back, kind of guesstimate on approximately how many teachers.
Yes, think of a big number, everyone. Before we go and continue to talk, I would like to say hi and greet, shout out our district minister who is tuning in, Brother Sheridan Santos. Hello, good morning, Paul. Thank you so much, Paul, for tuning in. Kadon, please answer in our live chat. Who is your favorite teacher, Paul? And the rest of our YouTube live chat peeps, please give us some memories, your favorite memories of your teachers. Let's also shout out people from the Philippines who are watching right now. Mario Oka, good evening here in the Philippines, and stay safe, brethren. Greetings from local of Brixtonville, district of Caloocan North. It is almost midnight in the Philippines. Thank you so much for staying up with us. Let's see. And also, so from Brother Chris Oliver Bernardo, from Brother CO, Karu Chua from Forest Hills, best cybersecurity teacher.
Hmm.
Wow, that's great. Thank you so much. Sister Chloe Christel Vergara. Shout out to the four still CWS teachers. And in turn, Sister Mariah said, Sister Chloe is one of my favorite former CWS teachers. Yes, Sister Chloe just got married recently. Um, Congratulations. We miss you in for still CWS. But okay. So how many teachers are in the United States? We haven't seen any answer. But there's a lot, right? Imagine how many kids there are. So,
Yes.
Sister Abby, while we wait for everyone to answer, what are some of the qualities of your favorite teacher that you admired?
I think the biggest thing is patience, because you have, I'm assuming, you have in the classroom different degrees of learning ability, and like there's those students that get it very quickly, those students who, just get it, and then those other students who have need some time. So you kind of have to cater to all of that, and then you have the students who always ask questions, and you have to have patience to explain the topic or really try to um, ensure that they understand it. So I think it's good to have patience, and also empathy, like concern for their well-being. You don't know what's going on in their family life, their personal life, and whatnot, so you can't always assume that your students are always okay. So I think having some patience and empathy are good qualities, or that I see, I admire in teachers. Sorry,
It's okay.
long-winded answer.
No problem. Sister Mariah said 4 million.
Uh,
Okay, it's a little over. It's a little over.
um,
Okay, so it's not 4 million. Let's see. What other answers are there? Um,
um,
I totally agree though that I love how we're like changing topics right away. I totally agree. Patience and empathy is very, very important. Especially there's also many different ways to learn, right?
mhm.
Um, Student doesn't just learn like one way. So having a teacher that understands and is patient, in teaching and letting their students understand, it's very, very important. It's more than 2 million. Sister Allison, thank you po. Thank you po also, Kaleo. It's more than 2 million, but not 4 million. So it's okay. Let's see.
Um, Sister Cheyenne, shout out to all my fellow CWS teachers and also fellow school teachers. Hashtag Woodbury. And
Yeah.
then I believe Sister Marisol said, for my daughter's teachers, during her grade school, they're all very nice. They even attend our special event in the church, the Teachers Appreciation Day. So that's great that you still are able to have, connect. Are you still have connections or communications with her former teachers?
Yes, agreed. And Sister Marisol also said, yes, but lots and lots of patience and respect, ready to teach every different cultures of children. And yes, right, here in the United States, there's so many different cultures, not just one type of student. So you also have to be sensitive to and patient to all the different types of culture. Yes, I saw Sister Abby.
I was like, oh.
Yeah, Sister Allison, that's correct. 3 million.
3 million teachers. But then you have to think about how many students are there in the United States. We don't have that figure, but 3 million seems like a lot, but there's still always a need to like go into the field of education. I believe it takes a special person to have that passion to teach, the youth of the nation. So if you're considering, going into education, do your research. Maybe you can shadow a teacher if that's even possible. I don't know. Or talk to like fellow educators and see if that's something that you would like to pursue in the future.
Yes, right. I mean, 3 million sounds like such a big number, but compared to the amount of students that they have to teach, I feel like it's not enough,
Mm-hmm.
But yes. So speaking of students, Sister Abby, how many public schools are there in the US, do you think?
Hmm.
Well,
Let's
I know you
think
know the
about it.
answer, but
So think about it. It's pretty high number, I would say. So yeah. So how many public schools are there in the US? Um, okay. And Sister Mika, what other than like patience and empathy and whatnot, what do you think also makes a great teacher?
Don was just saying what I was thinking
Oh,
too. The care of a teacher goes far beyond the classroom. Definitely there's teachers who have great advice that you know aren't just for the classroom. They give great life advice.
mm-hmm.
Um, which one of the teachers that I've had when I was in high school also has done. Um, Brother Jen. That's
Close.
very accurate. I feel like it's very. I mean, that's very specific. 95,852 public schools.
I think they're using a lovely search engine.
Okay, 95. I know Brother Russell and Brother Jet. Um, are there? How come our answer is different?
Maybe maybe mine is an estimate.
Yeah. So we'll give it to them.
Yeah,
Right. So that's right.
yeah.
It's about around 95 to between like 95 to like 98,000 schools, public schools in the US, which is a lot. And that's just public schools, right? Yes, not quite 100,000.
So yeah. And then
I was just saying, sorry, we have ADHD over here. But someone who teaches with love, right? You have
mhm,
to love what you do and you have to love the people that you teach. I think it's very important that we do all things with love. So
yeah.
that's one of the things that I think is very important. Brother Mick Roberto says, I like teachers having good humor. That's very important. You can't take anything too seriously.
And like if that makes them like more engaged, and then it keeps the attention of the students, it's like um I know it takes a lot of courage to stand in front of a group and actually want to impart their knowledge and teach them and have them enjoy the topic or the lesson of the day. But like it takes a special teacher to make it engaging, make it memorable, like make it fun, but you're also learning at the same time. So and having good humor, you can recall back on like, oh, this teacher made this joke or this whatever, but it applies to what you're learning for that day, and then you remember what you learned during that lesson. So I always admire those teachers who are able to make it engaging and make it fun, and you're learning at
Mhm.
the same time.
Agreed. I mean, if they're enthusiastic about teaching, one of the things that I learned as a CWS teacher is that your audience is like a direct mirror of how you speak or how you teach.
Mm.
So yeah, like you give us you get as much as you give. So if you're very enthusiastic as a teacher, if you love what you do, it's the students can feel that. Another That's right. Another thing that Ka Sheridan Santos said, we discover along the way that at every stage of life are teachers, right? So there are different
Mhm.
types of teachers. There are who are our first teachers? Our parents are our first teachers, right? They're the ones that taught us um, everything, before we go to school, and even after school, our parents have done that. So, and like we said earlier, right? They teach us with love because they love us. They want to make sure that um, we learn and that we have. Oh, hello, Jacob. Thank you so much for tuning in. Am I also your favorite CWS teacher? I hope I am.
Yeah. Like like what Kat Don says, it's like every state, like life is, you're always learning throughout your life. You're not, it's not only in school or only in college or, those kind of education. You're learning life lessons from everyone around you, like, your parents, your siblings, or even your family members, or even people at church, the CWS teachers, the ministers, the workers, they're teaching us important life lessons and how to have also lead a good life and be stronger in our faith. And that's, you learn things all over your life.
That's right. Someone, I can't find them now, but someone said here, Brother Eduardo Vimanala and our ministers are my favorite teachers, but right, because they're the ones that teach us the words of God,
Mhm.
um, that we use really every day in our life. So yeah, and they teach with love. Sister Marisol also said, right, a teacher who has a very big heart every day, ready to bring their best love in their profession. So, and I love that we're seeing love being given to our CWS teachers all over the district. Thank you so much, Paul. Shout out to Brother Miko from Sister Marisol. That's true, Polka. Miko, Londonderry is so blessed to have a patient CWS teacher like you. Aww. And from Brother Jacob, my favorite teacher are all the CWS teachers. Yes. You love that.
Yeah. Um, okay.
Here's another CWS teacher that I love, Sister Kayla Thompson. Good morning, Paul. Shout out to you, local of Belmore, as well as the ministers, workers, and CWS teachers in our district. We love you, Sister Kayla. And yeah, are there other fun facts about teachers that we want to go over before we go to the hashtag challenge?
I guess we can ask the last question. It's not really a fun fact about teachers, but you probably heard this a lot growing up. Um, so, what is the golden rule? What is the golden rule? So yeah. Sorry, I
Oh
my
no, I'm sorry. I was reading Kai Roberts' comment in our YouTube live chat. Like, we all remember the ministers or ministerial workers who taught us the words of our Almighty God. Completely agree. Um, you know, because these are the words that really are very important, not just for
Mhm.
us in our life, but for our salvation.
Yeah.
Right. And yes, brother Andrew Santa Monica said, so much love. Even the chairpersons are teachers. They teach the CWS officers in the local and take care of the local as well. We have brother Jerry Antonu, other than our parents, and then our parents, our ministers, our teachers who are greatly help us realize our dreams and aspirations. There's more. Brother Carlo Medina said, my favorite teacher is my wife because she taught me how to deal with life with patience, courage, and a lot of faith. Oh,
Oh, that's so
that's so
nice.
sweet. Yes,
All
as
right.
Sister Brady. Parsha said, the patience of a teacher is really an admirable one. They care. The care they give, making them second parent to us. Sometimes they have influence in our life. I completely agree. Thank you so much, everyone, for all of your comments. But
Yep. And then I guess Brother Russell knows the golden rule. Treat the others the way you want to be treated. I remember that was a very common theme growing up. Always remembered, like, reflect back, like if this is how you want to be treated, then you should treat other people the way that as well. And then Brother Don says, we all had teachers and some of them entrust us to other teachers of greater benefit. Thank you for the church administration.
that's right. They tirelessly work for us. They work to teach us the words of our Almighty God and to make sure that we're all active. So, again, we thank you to the church administration. Thank you to all of the ministers and workers, not just in our district, but all over the world. Thank you so much for all of your hard work. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, Paul. We will give as much love back to you, but thank you. Okay, what else do we have?
I guess it's time to announce the hashtag winners from last week's show. We'll start off first with the top 3 local congregations. Number 3 is Portland. So congratulations, Portland. Second is Londonderry. So congratulations, Londonderry. And our top hashtagger locale is Boston. So I guess New England has kind of swept the top 3. And then we'll go over the top hashtaggers. Number 3 is Roblin Fakal. So congratulations. Number 2 is Alma Salome. And then our number 1 is Sister Maricel Jose. So congratulations, brethren, for
she's the reason why Boston is number 1.
Yes, and engaging in our YouTube live chat. We love seeing and reading all your comments. And so now, what's going on in our district, Sister Mika?
Yes, really quickly, we'll talk about some New York activities. On October 20th, is going to be there's going to be a Kadiwa and Binhi special gathering and socialization. These they are going to be in Rockland, Bristol, and Rochester. Those are the 3 locations in the different regions. So Kadiwa, of course, as we all know, are the youth of the church that are 18 and above, not married. Binhis are from 12 to 17 that are baptized already. So if you find yourselves within those categories, please make sure that you attend. We would love to see you and hang out on those days, so we can continue to be taught, right? The words of our Almighty God. And then, of course, October 27th, we are going to have a Care for Humanity and Musical Evangelical Mission. We will give you more details as the date closes, but let's all make sure that we participate. Already jot it in your calendars. Make sure that you're available to help out on those days. Right? So before we end, let's continue to greet more people. Let's see. Who do we have? Oh, I had them earlier. Sorry. Oh, so Kades from Belmar said, the teacher when I was in grade 1 is my favorite teacher because she is my cousin. So, and then this is from Tobong Strong. Welcome, Brother Bien here in New York District. Enjoy your stay. Hashtag Forces. Romford South End, GWS, Britain South. Ooh. And then who else do we have? Sister Marisol says, thank you, INC Radio New York, for recognizing us for locals. Best hashtaggers. Yes, you deserve recognition. I feel like they carry their locals on their back when it comes to the hashtag challenge. from our district minister, Brother Sheridan Santos says, "Thank you to all educators here in the District of New York. Your work impacts many far beyond the moment of your instruction."
Oh.
They're so sweet. Yes. Completely agree with whatever educator you are, whether you're a teacher in school, whether you are, a teacher in your family, right? Whether you're a teacher here in the church, thank you so much. It takes, like Sister Abby said, it takes this very special kind of person um, to teach, right? To become a teacher. It takes special qualities, the patience, the empathy, the the understanding and the love. um, it takes all of that and more to become a teacher, to become a good teacher that impacts the lives of those you teach. So thank you once again for everyone for tuning in. That is all for our show today. Thank you, of course, to the church administration for giving us a platform to share and speak about important topics like this. Please don't forget to catch us again next week, Saturday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time, 11:30 p.m. Philippine Time.
And greetings to our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, and to our Christian Family Organization Coordinator and Subsea President, Brother Angelo Arano Manalo, and to our District Minister, Brother Sheridan Santos, our Assistant District Minister, Brother Neil Patrick Omelda, our CFO Advisor, Brother J.R. Resurrection. That brings us to the end of our show. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and have a good night. Until next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.